Hey everybody, I'm Chanel Herlin and you're watching The Buzz. On today's show, we are not only backstage of America's Got Talent, but also So You Think You Can Dance. And in our artist spotlight, we have Reid. So by now, you guys know the drill. Roll that intro.
Hey, I'm Vanessa Hudgens. Let's get buzzed.
Hey guys, I'm Chanel Herlin for The Buzz and we are on the red carpet for America's Got Talent. We have a new backdrop. It's not red and blue anymore, it is now white. And we're just about to speak to the judges and contestants, so let's check it out.
Just when I thought it can't get any more ridiculous, out comes the wiener. I think you nailed it when you hit those high notes and you show everyone what you can do. Well done.
As a germaphobe, I mean this in the best way, it is so clean.
We should be starting a record label together.
I want you to have every dream you ever want. I think you're the biggest star I've ever met at this stage.
How's it going?
I'm doing good, how are you?
I'm amazing, especially after your golden buzzer closed the show. Absolutely phenomenal. So we want to know, how did you beat Simon to that golden buzzer?
You know, the truth be told is he had a golden buzzer already, so he didn't have access to a golden buzzer, and I was lucky that the timing was just wonderful and the talent was beyond from another planet. I am just so excited that I have, I'm witness to what this little girl can do.
Phenomenal. She's absolutely incredible. Do you think she's going to win, Howie?
I do, and I will say that right now, definitely, she's got to win. And if she doesn't win...
Best golden buzzer ever.
Yeah, thank you. The guy behind the camera is yelling best golden, but I agree with you, I concur. Best golden buzzer. Unbelievable. Biggest star to come out of any talent show you watch.
Yeah. And you know what I love about her most is that she said she doesn't feel like people get her, but she doesn't stop being herself. Even on stage with her moves, you can see it in her face and her voice, everything, she is still herself.
Yeah, the way to break through is to be unique, and she is unique. She is like no other that you can't. I can compare her to somebody who's not around anymore, Janis Joplin, but there's nobody alive today on stage that can compete with her.
Well, guys, you heard it here. Howie says she's going to win, so vote, vote, vote. Now, you spoke a bit about on the show by Amanda Speaks to You So Much. So for those who didn't watch, those silly people, tell us why you love her so much.
Well, I just think, she's beaten all the odds. She was told, go back to her country, you don't speak our language, you don't look right, you don't fit in. And she persevered and she's made a stand and a statement. And she's learned the language and she's fitted in. And she's fitted in her own way. Yeah. And she's different.
For sure. And I know, deep down, the Fountain Boys are your absolute favorite.
I like what they do. I just don't like the
sharing of the spits.
I mean, do
the hot dog
intimately with your lover, but not like that.
Not like that. No thanks. No. Thank you, Mel.
I'm good. First of all, you seem so much nicer than you were on American Idol.
That was a long time ago. By the way, just to be clear, when I did American Idol, all they ever did was put horrible singers in front of me. There is a difference. This show, they're good.
Was it a character? Like you had to play that mean character? Or
no,
you really just hated the singers?
No, I just came here and everyone was terrible. And it was like, well, what am I supposed to say?
And I want to know how Howie stole Courtney from you. I know your golden buzz is still coming, but how did that happen?
I pressed mine before him.
Oh, just the timing, right?
Trust me, if I hadn't, I would have been on that buzzer before him.
Do you think she's going to win?
She got a really good shot. After tonight, she was amazing.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Nice to see you. Oh, Courtney, I don't even know where to start. You are absolutely incredible. Honestly, being up there tonight on the stage in the Dolby Theatre, has that sunk in? Do you feel like this is the real deal now?
It's just amazing to be able to perform in front of this many people, and for this many people to enjoy the music that I sing is just incredible.
Like you saying now, is it really amazing to feel and know that the judges, they get you? Even though in the real world maybe people don't get you 100%, like you said, knowing that Howie, Heidi, Simon, Melby, they all get you, surely that's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing to know that there's a few celebrities out there that get me, and I'm always going to get them people that don't really get me because they're not used to what I do. But then having Howie Mandel, Simon Cowell, Heidi Klum and Mel B and Tyra Banks to enjoy what I do and to like it is just amazing.
So for those kids out there who are maybe feeling that they're not as confident or they can't go out there and do what they love, what would you say they should do? Because clearly you're killing it, girl. Clearly.
I'd just say to be yourself and have fun and don't be bothered what other people think and just be you.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. America, vote.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, this is the thing. I wanted to join your team, but my water's finished, so you're going to have to fill it up for me.
Oh, wow.
Hey!
I think she is part of this team.
I got her.
Listen.
Oh,
no. My word. Can you tell me, where did this inspo come from as the fountain? What are you, the human fountain?
Human fountains.
Where did this come from?
So originally Sam came up with the idea while we were in high school, and then convinced us all to join in, and here we are performing today.
But yeah, I would say since the original idea, it's been a complete group effort. We are always working together to come up with new ideas.
You have to work together. You have to be synced to really do what you guys do. Are you able to give me a little show here? A quick one? Yeah. You guys are last on the carpet, so we don't care if we wet the carpet.
All right, okay. Get him.
Amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you for being such good sports. America, you have to vote for them.
Thank you.
Tell them why should America vote for you?
You should vote for us because we are wet and wild.
For us, it's all about figuring out ways to make America laugh and smile. And when we do that, it puts the biggest smiles on her.
Well, look at my face. I can't stop smiling. You're doing your job.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
We're human fountains, and you've just been buzzed.
After the break, we talk to the judges at So You Think You Can Dance as they tell us all about the very first elimination. We'll be back after this.
Lately I've been feeling hopeless, easy to lose focus, but I'll wait for you.
I've been looking for a savior. I've been looking for a
Been around the world tonight, yeah.
I've been looking for a
You ain't seen nothing yet, kid. We're just getting started.
Summer is well underway, and in the next few weeks I'll be backstage at So You Think You Can Dance and America's Got Talent, so stay tuned for our backstage coverage.
The Top 8's fate is in your hands.
It's all up to America now.
Nominated for 5 Emmys, So You Think You Can Dance, all new Monday live on Fox.
Walk in the place, they know my face. Billion air boys, ice cream dripping across the floor.
It's like no other pain I've ever known. 'Cause I've been strong for so long.
We are in total agreement tonight. Magda, please step forward. Cole, please step forward. you will be staying with us this week to fight on.
Congratulations to Magda and Cole. Thank you, guys.
Nigel, season 15. We now have our top 8. But I want to talk about people who are maybe new to the show this season. How is this top 10, well now top 8, different to the years before?
It's extremely good, is what it is. We've always had good top 10s, I think, but this one feels a little bit special. And I think it's because people that I wasn't expecting to come through, like Slavic and Genesee, are magnificent. You know, you can't beat Jensen and JJ either. Each couple brings something different. So I know I'm going to be really upset to lose everybody this season.
How was it now for you tonight, having to choose 2 to go home? I mean, us watching, we can't even imagine how difficult that must be for you, but you having to make the decision.
Well, no, the judges. It was tough, but it was made a little easier because of the tap routine last week. And also we've always felt there was a sort of lack of connection between the pair of them. So,
so people have to go.
It worked out as a couple going, but it could have been, you know, individuals.
For sure. So what advice do you have now for the top 8 going forward to really just give it their all? I think the first live show nerves are now really out the way. We're going into week 3 next week. So what would you tell them?
The dancing's superb. So I'm not worrying too much about the dancing. So now it's all about connection. Yes. I mean, you saw tonight that little routine with Slavic and Genesee. We weren't worried that his arm wasn't straight or he didn't point his toes. They were having so much fun and affection between themselves. The judges, I must be honest, are hoping that they actually date.
I mean, we can feel that chemistry on screen.
Fabulous.
Amazing.
Wonderful. Young love.
Yeah. Well, we'll put that out there. How's that? Guys, do us proud. Ooh, a lot of emotions tonight, a lot of tears. But that's just such an amazing thing about dance, how it really just can speak to you and bring those emotions out.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's an expression, and I think that it's the most beautiful when you see someone completely raw and vulnerable, because it is honestly a courageous thing to do.
For sure, for sure. And I know that you and Twitch maybe want to do one of those routines. I was in the room and I heard you say that.
Yeah, we want to do the fever routine by Mandy Moore. It's just like so beautiful and like about performance and control, and it was Magda and Darius who did it. Darius, yeah, they just crushed it.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. Now tonight we obviously had to send 2 people home, which I'm sure is a very challenging thing for you as judges. You not only get to watch and just enjoy it, but you really have to critique and then send 2 people home. So how was that tonight, being the first time?
I mean, I think that as the competition progresses, it will get harder and harder. But it is a competition at the end of the day. And now that I've done this once, I feel like I have a better grasp on what that means.
Yeah. And now it's your second time round judging with So You Think You Can Dance. We are in the second live show. Is there a difference that you can compare yourself to from last season in the live shows to now?
I feel like I just feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah.
Enjoying it more.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Well, thank you for your time and all the best for next week, having to send more people home, which is horrible.
But I know. Yep, it is.
Mary, this is now week 2 of live shows. You're having to send 2 people home. Lots of 2s going on here.
I know. There is a lot of 2s happening tonight.
Is that hard for you to send people home?
Of course it's hard for me to send people home. Nobody wants to go home. Everybody wants to stay at the party unless they're already exhausted. Then they might
okay,
I was ready. But
they want to stay on your train.
Too. I haven't brought the train out yet, have I?
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm a little bit ahead here.
I better get to it, huh? Somebody's going to need some first class ticket because that means you're in the top 4.
Oh, and that's going to come around.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully that comes out next week sometime.
But that's the thing about the show as well, is that it's not necessarily the best dancer. It's the most favorite. It's the one that speaks to you, where you feel something.
That's absolutely right. Sometimes it's not the most technical dancer that wins this show, and that you can see why. But don't get me wrong, we still got strong technical dancers that are setting the world on fire with their dancing, and talking about Hanalei and JJ, in both their numbers were just spectacular, with my favorite number of the evening really was the African Jazz.
Oh yes. He never fails, really.
No.
Never. That choreography, absolutely phenomenal.
I think he upped his game this time, to be honest with you. You know, and especially since these kids had 2 dances to do, you know, he was rough on them, because that you can tell that takes a lot out of you, what that routine was, what was asked of them.
Yeah, I think we should at one point maybe just reenact the spider. I kind of like that move.
All right, here we go. No.
Amazing, Mary. Well, thank you for your time and good luck for next week. Having to do another tough job.
Excited to see what's going to come up next week.
Amazing, thank you. Lovely to see you. And you said 10 years ago you auditioned for the show, and here you are judging the show.
Absolutely.
How is that full circle for you?
I mean, it's pretty surreal, you know. It's because also there's a lot that I owe that's going on in my life to this show, you know. But for them actually accepting me as a cast, and then my journey through the show, so to be able to be on the other side of it and at least give some constructive criticisms and feedbacks, and hopefully empower the contestants as they go on. It's been, I mean, it's surreal. It's super full circle. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine telling the Twitch that auditioned that one day you're going to be sitting there next to Nigel, next to Mary, and actually critiquing, giving advice?
I had always hoped in some way, form, or capacity that I would be able to come back and help with the show or something like that. And and it's been awesome. Yeah.
Now tonight, a lot of tears, a lot of emotions. Everyone is on fire, but you also had to send home to people. That's the first time for you guys having to do that kind of judging on the show. How tricky is that for you as a judge, as a dancer, knowing what it's like being on that stage?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a twofold thing. It's really tricky because it sucks, because you don't want to see anybody go home, and you want everybody to continue on this journey, because this bubble that you're in for this amount of time, this season that it goes on, the growth that you experience within this time is something that you can do your best to try to explain, but you really don't know until you've been through it. Like the work ethic that you actually learn. Like, you hadn't been working hard until you've been through So You Think You Can Dance. You know what I mean? And so to have people be able to go on that journey is awesome. But at the same time, it's a television show, and you know, part of that is competition, meaning somebody has to leave. But at the end of the day, this is still a very small blip, or even like just maybe a little larger one on your huge mural of life, right?
I mean, perfect example, right here.
So this is like, so while some people might leave a little earlier than they would like to, they should still hit the ground running, and also be proud that they are a part of the So You Think You Can Dance family and / legacy, because it's a good one, man. It's a good one to be part of.
And I was saying to Mandy, because also so many are nominated, choreographers are nominated for Emmys, like, you're still up against each other, you're competing against each other, but you're still a family, and we can feel that love.
Absolutely.
You sense that love, and that's something special in dance.
Of course, it's super special in dance. And I think also too, it's just like, we also have to remember too that even though you know, for show purposes and for like making worldly sense, we are going against each other, but even though like we're kind of competing, we're always building with each other, always. So it's just like, you know, So You Think You Can Dance is on, so is Dancing with the Stars and World of Dance and all that, and all of those things are successful, so all of us are winning as dancers. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, we can be against each other as far as like ratings and all that stuff like that, but like at the end of the day, like, we're all winning, man. Like, we're all building together, and dance is a main character now because of the shoulders that because of the grounds that other people have laid for us, man. So we can respect that, you know.
100%. Amazing. I love that. Oh, jeez, look at that energy. I'm flicking my cord.
That's finesse right there. That's finesse.
Twitch, thank you so much. You're amazing, and so nice to see you.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Nigel Lithgow, and you have just been buzzed.
Stay.
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 Stay. Stay.
I was made for love and the name it gave me.
Stay.
I was made for the great experiences of life.
I was made for trying to write songs that my mom will like.
I was made to be a sister and a friend to my 5 siblings.
I was made for good books, good coffee.
I was made to be a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mom.
To be a rider, to be furiously kind and relentlessly gentle.
For experiencing wonder and awe at the world I live in.
My family, my friends, my husband, my son.
I was made for sunsets and better days to come.
I was made for a second chance.
I was made for so much more than my darkness ever wanted me to believe.
I was made to play. I was made to learn. I was made to love.
I was made for being Backpack's best friend.
positivity,
For happiness.
For reigniting the flame inside of people. For saving lives and holding the hands of those in crisis.
I was made for being a husband someday.
I was made to see the world.
To be a daughter and a sister.
Stay. I was made for change.
I was made for inspiring females to follow their dreams.
For melody, for rhythm, for harmony, for mistakes.
Stay.
I was made for my little boy.
Stay and rest.
Stay and see things change.
Stay to love and be loved.
Stay to be surprised.
Stay and sing your song.
I was made to remember that despite the condition of the soil, I will choose to bloom.
I am going to stay. I was made for a reason, and I don't quite know what it is yet, but I'm gonna be here to find out.
In our artist spotlight, we have K-pop artist Alex Reid, and the interesting thing about her is that she's the first African-American K-pop artist. We caught up with her at KCON, so let's hear about her journey.
It was kind of a merging of my plan and my strategy versus my dream that I didn't see as a possibility. I loved K-pop, so I was a K-pop fan, but I, in no way, shape, or form ever saw myself doing it. I just didn't think I just didn't think that was possible, you know? So I had been working my whole life towards a career in music, and fast forward, here I am. I'm in LA and I'm working in the studio and I'm writing, and then I pop my head in because I hear a beat coming out of the other room, and I pop my head in, and it was a song camp, I guess, for Rania. And I was just kind of jamming along with the beat and just kind of said what's up to everyone in the room, kind of like joking, freestyled. And then from there it was like, hey, are you interested in being in a K-pop group? And I was like, yes. What? I didn't even think about it. And I was maybe a week later in Seoul. Debuted a week after that. Hi, my name is Alex Reid, and you're watching the Buzz Artist Spotlight.
Turn me up. Yo. New generation of legend today. 아직 네 눈엔 난 알지. 인정해줄 거야 언제쯤에. 딸처럼 키우지 yeah. 이건 좀 위험한 dangerous game.
So when I went over there and debuted with the group, it was in a lot of ways not what I expected, and then in a lot of ways exactly what I expected. You know, I'm on the music shows, so everything that I had been a fan of, and, you know, seeing all the groups that I'm a fan of backstage, it was like, wow, you're really here, you're really living your dream. And then at the same time, there were a lot of things that were like, oh, I'm confused, I don't know exactly what's going on, and a lot of it I'm still confused about. But, you know, obviously my whole time there was pretty up and down and pretty, you know, pretty interesting. But I think that the time I spent there was something I would never take back. It was something that taught me a lot about myself and a lot about the world, and those experiences made me so much stronger and gave me such a new focus and new goals. And I miss it. I miss being there. I miss life in Korea. I miss performing in K-pop. But now I'm doing, you know, a US project, and at the same time I'm doing music in Korean, and I'm working with other Korean artists and Korean writers and writing in Korean. And so it's just opened a whole new world of musical possibilities for me. And I'm just really thankful for the whole experience. So the K-pop fans, when I left the group, they sent me the nicest messages and were telling me, we will be with you through everything that you do. And I felt really touched by that, because one of the things I had to deal with when I wasn't in the group anymore was, okay, so does that mean all the people who said they look up to me, does that mean I'm letting them down, or does that mean that I failed them, or does that take away the hope and the inspiration that they said I gave them? And so hearing them just step up and say, you know, you broke barriers, you inspired me, and I'll be here with you through whatever you do. And then now everything I've done, they've been there, and it's really, really touching. Like, as an artist, you're not entitled to anyone listening, and you're not entitled to anyone liking, and you're not entitled to anyone's just unwavering support by any means. Like, for me, it's a responsibility. Like, I have to put stuff out. I have to give you something to appreciate and give you something to know that, okay, I'm an artist and this is what I do, and I do it for you. You know, I do it for me to get it out, and I do it for you to connect to. And it's really nice to feel the fans who were there to still be there on the receiving end of anything I put out now. New fans can follow me at the Alex Reid, that's TheAlexReid, on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook, it's the Alex Reid Fans. Oh, and YouTube, I'm gonna do some more YouTube, Alex Reid TV. Hi, my name is Alex Reid, and you've just been buzzed.
We worked so hard and sacrificed so much to build an empire.
Last I checked, we ain't dead.
No one showed me, it told me it'd be easy.
You betrayed empire.
You always had a problem keeping your paws out of the cookie jar.
And if I fall and I'm asleep, I pray to the Lord my soul. Don't ever let nobody stop you from doing what you were born to do.
Let's take back what's ours.
Don't you worry about that.
So that's all we have. Thank you so much for watching. A special thanks to America's Got Talent, So You Think You Can Dance, NBC, Fox, the Dolby Theatre, and Alex Reid. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, double tap on Instagram, and follow us on Twitter, all at @thebuzz_access. I'm Chanel Herlin. Have a lekker day. I love it. What advice do you have for other magicians out there who maybe aren't so brave to come on a show like this, take a risk, give everything to an audience? What advice do you have for them? Because you're here.
You just gotta do it. You know, sometimes you have to like fake it to make it. That's what I did. You know, my first tour that I went on, the guy who was booking.
The New Music Buzz is brought to you by Monster Products, pure Monster quality with Monster sound. For more music entertainment news, go to www.thenewmusicbuzz.com.